The Carboniferous Creepshow. Imagine this. You're hiking through a primeval swamp, the air thick with the stench of decay and the drone of unseen insects. Suddenly, a shadow falls over you, vast and segmented, its chitinous legs clicking on the mud. This isn't some oversized dragonfly, this is Meganeura, a prehistoric giant griffin flea with a wingspan that would make a hawk look like a sparrow. Picture its multifaceted eyes, gleaming with an ancient, predatory intelligence, fixing on you. Feel the chilling brush of its leathery wings as it circles, a death knell announced by the whirring of its enormous, scythe-like mandibles. This isn't a nightmare, it's just Tuesday for the Carboniferous period, which, might I add, was basically a living, breathing horror movie. These insects, oxygen-fueled behemoths, were the apex predators of their time. They weren't just big, they were terrifyingly efficient killing machines. They stalked the swamps, their terrifying size allowing them to ambush and devour anything they could get their mandibles on. Imagine being caught under its shadow, a creature so large that its very weight would crush you. You wouldn't just die, you'd be processed, and then, after it's finished, it would simply glide away, leaving you a pulpy mess in its wake. The sheer scale of these ancient insects is what truly makes them nightmares made real. Their success was a horrifying testament to what happens when oxygen levels get out of control, a grim warning, a precursor to what we might see if global warming continues, or perhaps not. Maybe that's just my overactive imagination getting the better of me. The six-legged sarcasm machine. So, Meganeura, a real charmer, right? Think of it as nature's way of saying, hey, let's see if we can make a dragonfly so big, it could probably carry off a small dog. It's like evolution decided to do a prank call on the natural world. It's almost laughable, in a morbidly terrifying way. They were essentially flying, six-legged tanks. I mean, the sheer absurdity of it. A dragonfly the size of a hawk. It's like someone took a regular dragonfly and just kept hitting it with the grow button until it became a living, breathing, terrifying monstrosity. Seriously, I envision some primordial deity, laughing hysterically as they crank the oxygen levels, watching these oversized insects dominate the world. And what's even funnier, or scarier, depending on your perspective, is that their size wasn't even their most terrifying aspect. Oh no, that would be the mandibles. Those things were basically metal slicing, bone-crushing instruments of death. Think of the sheer chomping power. It's like nature's way of saying, here's a giant insect, and now, here's something to make sure nothing can survive its attack. Hilarious, really, or horribly unsettling. You decide. The oxygenated abomination. Let's talk about oxygen levels. You see, these colossal insects existed because of unusually high atmospheric oxygen levels during the Carboniferous period, way higher than today. And that's the real kicker, folks. It wasn't just the size. It was their sheer, terrifying efficiency. We're talking about a time when the air was supercharged, practically oxygen-fueled rocket fuel for these monstrous bugs. Imagine it a world where every breath is a supercharged, insect-boosting elixir. It's like Mother Nature took a can of Red Bull and sprayed it across the entire planet. And you know what's worse? Think about how much bigger they could have gotten. It's not out of the realm of possibility that even larger insects could have evolved. Imagine walking through a forest where the trees are constantly under attack, swarmed by ravenous creatures so large they cast shadows the size of small cars. It would have been a nightmare. We dodged a bullet, or rather, a giant, chitinous, mandible-wielding bullet. And that, my friends, is terrifying. They were basically walking, flying biological weapons. Now, that's a party I wouldn't want to be at. The exoskeleton of doom. Now, the exoskeleton. Don't even get me started on the exoskeleton. We're talking about a rigid, chitinous shell, a walking fortress of segmented armor plating. Think of the engineering marvel. It's an incredibly efficient structure, designed for both strength and flight. But let's focus on the strength aspect for a moment. We're talking about a creature that could withstand immense pressure, enough to crush smaller animals and inflict truly horrific damage on anything it encountered. This wasn't just a shell, it was a biomechanical masterpiece. It's like nature decided to play with Legos, except the Legos were made of adamantium, and the design involved creating a terrifying, flying predator capable of inflicting trauma from which no living being can possibly recover. The sheer strength of that exoskeleton, it's the stuff of nightmares, the kind that keeps you up at night, the kind that inspires those truly horrifying cave paintings that depict giant insects devouring hapless humans. I've spent hours, days, weeks, months, maybe even years, I've lost track of time, poring over the details of this evolutionary marvel, trying to understand the intricate biomechanics of its structure, its sheer power. It's just unsettling. The ghost of the Carboniferous, Meganeura moniae, went extinct millions of years ago, but the idea of them still lingers, a terrifying whisper from the past. It serves as a constant reminder of the bizarre and sometimes terrifying directions evolution can take, a chilling echo of what could have been. I mean, picture this. Imagine a world where giant insects still ruled the skies, where the rustling of leaves could mean the approach of a predator capable of pulverizing you with a single chop. We're lucky they are gone, but we're also unlucky, because what we've got instead is us. We're the apex predators now, and sometimes, I think we might be even more terrifying than a giant griffin flea. We have the capacity to destroy entire ecosystems, to manipulate the very fabric of life itself. We don't need huge mandibles to achieve that. We have nukes, and sometimes, I think it's a far more terrifying thought than a giant insect ever could be. So next time you feel a bit creepy crawly, consider what could have been. Consider the Meganeura. Consider its legacy. Consider the implications. Shudders. That's it for today. I've got more freaky evolution videos coming, so smash that subscribe button and stay weird.